everyone, how are we today? Just doing a quick all signs reading for all the singles in the collective. Okay, so looking at love, what's coming up for you in love for all the singles. All right, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I do really appreciate that. It does help you stay up to date with all the readings. And today I am using the Jester Lenormand as well as the Island Time Wellness Love Oracle. Okay, so timestamps are in the description box, so you're more than welcome to check multiple placements. All right, and we're going to start off today with Aries. Okay, Aries singles. What's coming up in love for the Aries singles? What does Aries singles looking forward to in love and romance? Love and romance for the Aries singles, please. Oh, Aries singles. So definitely some love on the way for you. We do have the Twin Flames card coming through. Yin yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, and complementing each other. Twin flames energy is very, very interesting. It's that mirroring dynamic. So sometimes we do trigger each other a little bit as well. And sometimes with the twin flame dynamic, we do sort of have that issue of meeting the person, feeling, such a strong connection, feeling very magnetically drawn to one another. But then there is that need for, individual reflection and growth before we do sort of come back together as well. So for some of you, this may be somebody that you do already know that you do have this connection with. But others of you, this may be somebody brand new altogether. All right. We do also have heart with a key. This person holding the heart, holding the key to your heart, you holding theirs, welcoming love, meeting the one, opening your heart, getting together, and perfect. All right, so let's have a look here, Aries singles. Aries singles. What's coming up in love for the Aries singles, please? Okay, so we definitely do sort of see here for a lot of you, this definitely could be somebody from your past. We do have the mice there. So that does talk about, the past, things that have stressed you out, eaten away at your energy, taken a lot from you in the past. So, like I said, with that twin flame energy, for a lot of you, this definitely could be somebody where, things have not worked out in the past with this person. They have, feeling as though this person is lost to you, or you've lost your chance with that person in the past. For others of you, it actually could just be talking about, losing faith in love in general. I feel for some of you there as well. That in the past, what you've been through in the past is, really affecting the way that you're moving forward when it comes to love, because you are kind of taking on board a lot of the past with you as you go. So needing to sort of break some of those past cycles as they sort of arise in love for you. We do also see the bear. Okay, so you can kind of see that if this is a past person, you're here with this bear, healing yourself a little bit, needing to stand tall and strong. This is definitely a time for each of you to be, learning what your boundaries are when it comes to relationships. Taking some time to just stand tall and find your own inner strength and confidence with love. Especially, for those of you where this is, holding on to the past, there's some defensiveness and potentially some aggression that needs to be dealt with from the past, anger kind of issues from the past that we need to heal from in order to move forward in love here. But we do see you moving forward into the fish energy here as well, Aries. So this is abundance. Okay, so there may be some financial connections in the future when it comes to love as well, opening yourself up to something that feels a bit more abundant, makes you feel more fulfilled, basically wealthy in that aspect of love. You can kind of see in this card we do have the two sharks. So it's kind of giving me that, it is telling me that thing of like, there might be many fish in the sea, but you're my fish. And we do see the twin energy paired up here in that fish card once again. So for a lot of you, you know, because we've gone from 3 to 1 to then the pairing. Okay, so I feel like for some of you that's what's happened in the past. There may have been stresses of other things, and losing somebody because of somebody else in a situation. The need to spend some time alone in order to come back together, or together into union here as well, to finally find your abundance when it comes to love and romance here, Aries. Okay, so that's what we have for you. You are more than welcome to check out your other placements. Your moon, your rising, your Venus, all very good ones to be checking with love readings. And we will move on over to our Taurus. Okay, Taurus singles. What's going on for our Taurus singles? What's coming up in love and romance for Taurus singles, please? Oh, interesting. I just had that same card for Aries. So some of you may be on the cusp, or dealing with an Aries in the future here, or maybe have strong Aries placements of your own. But we do see the hammer coming through first. Sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, working on it. So I do feel as though for a lot of you, you are sort of in this process at the moment of just really working on yourself and finding yourself again, or finding yourself in general, in order to get to a place where you are kind of more ready for love and romance. You're sort of hammering the last few nails in to make sure you've got your structure, you know, complete before you share that structure with anybody else. I feel for a lot of you. We do have the twin flames energy, which is the one that Aries saw as well. Yin yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, complementing each other. So there is a pairing out there for you, Taurus. You do seem to be very focused on your own energy and getting your own energy to a space where you're ready to move forward in love, but there is a coupling out there for you. There is a potential to find balance with somebody else in the future. So I kind of feel as though, rather than an actual twin flame soulmate situation being referenced here, I feel like it's just that, you know, trying to give you hope that there is a coupling out there for you. There is a perfect, you know, person that is going to balance you and be your zen. There is somebody out there for you. But we'll have a look at what comes out with the lenormand as well. Taurus, love and romance for the Taurus singles. Love and romance for the Taurus singles. We have the stars firstly here, followed by the rider. So we do see you sort of swiftly moving towards all your dreams come true when it comes to love and romance. So, you know, I feel like for a lot of you, you have put in a lot more work on yourself than you even realize you have. That was actually reflected in your weekly reading, Taurus. I do recommend you watch your weekly reading. That was actually a really good one. You guys had the best one. So I highly recommend you watch that. For some of you, these are connected, okay? But you are very quickly sort of moving towards your hopes when it comes to love and romance here. The stars is all your wishes coming true, and the rider shows us that that's going to happen quickly. You know, good news is on the way. Here comes all your dreams come true. That perfect person for you. We do see the garden coming through as well. So this just shows us you're about to meet this person. I do feel this is relatively quick. We do have a medium-ish timing here. So I dare say it would be within sort of a month for a lot of you meeting this person or going on a first date with this person. There is also the need to compromise, I feel here, Taurus, that, you know, that you do need to make space in what you're looking for when it comes to love, in order to compromise. That, you know, that the perfect person for you may not be what you think they are, Like, you may just need to, allow space to compromise. That, you might be wanting somebody who, oh, I'm my perfect person. They're going to already be very interested in all the things that I'm interested in. But you need to be able to compromise on certain things like that. That, do you know what? Maybe they're not already interested in all the same things that I'm interested in, but they're willing to learn or delve into those things because of that's my interest, and I'm willing to compromise and learn more about their interests. So just as a bit of an example on what I mean there with the compromise energy, there does seem to be a bit of a need to keep that in mind, to meet this person halfway, that they're not, the potential ideal partner, that maybe you need to compromise on, the person that can be that potential partner, if that kind of makes sense. That, like I said, they just may not know about that interest that they have and they share with you yet. So be ready to compromise, but also be ready to start dating, getting out and about, and spending time out and about with friends and things like that. I do feel for a lot of you, you are going to meet this person in a public space with that garden card coming through there, Taurus. Okay, so that's what we have for you. You are more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Subscribe to the channel, and we will move on over to our Geminis. Okay, Gemini singles. What's coming up in love for our Gemini singles? Gemini singles. What does Gemini singles need to know in regard to love and romance? Oh, I just had a weird little feeling then, Gemini. What was that? This is interesting. I actually feel like this is referring to something about you yourself. We have the Phoenix coming through first, which is a new phase, rekindling, renewing, transformation, growth, and a changed mind. I actually think here, Gemini, that this is you, and it's a point of reflection, I suppose, for you here when it comes to matters of the heart and love and things like that, because we do see this girl with the snake card as well. And this does say empath and narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used, enabling, and boundaries. All right, so I do feel as though you have learned and transformed a lot from some past stuff. All right, so this is maybe, and it's taking personal responsibility as well, Gemini, for the even if because with the empath and narcissist paradigm, the empath takes on narcissistic qualities and the narcissist takes on empath qualities. Okay, so there is a need to really take personal responsibility for, enabling that situation, for being involved in that situation, for feeling like, like the analyzing the past where you have felt charmed or used or like your boundaries were crossed in the past here. It really has allowed you to grow and transform the way that you look at love and the way that you consider potential partners, that you maybe are changing your mind on what you actually want here, and that you're entering into this new phase where you're rekindling the idea of love within yourself. That it's kind of like, I'm kind of getting this reference to like, I'm getting Disney kind of references here, where it's kind of showing me that, when you were young, you had this, I want the fairy tale, I want the Prince Charming kind of thing, right? But then as you've got involved with people in the past, you felt as though, oh no, I'm not after Prince Charming anymore. Why am I finding myself attracted to the villain of the story? But now you're entering back into this new phase where you're kind of rekindling that part of yourself where you're like, oh, I want my Prince Charming. I want the healthy, I feel like this is within you, that you're actually now more able to see what hasn't served you in the past, and what you actually do want when it comes to love in the future, because of that. All right, but we'll have a look with the lenormand here. Gemini singles. What's going on for Gemini singles with love and romance? Firstly, we have the fish and then the key. So, you know, you have an abundance of opportunities around you, definitely with those two cards here. Sometimes the fish can talk about, you know, there's plenty of fish in the sea. And then the key, it does have that, you know, there's lots of options available. So they're both kind of letting us know here that there is, you know, a multitude of options available to you when it comes to love and whatnot. So I do feel as though for a lot of you, it's a matter of, you know, not one specific person, even that there's a lot of people to choose through or choose from here, and so you're kind of sifting through. Like I'm even getting shown that you know, Tinder, where you're swiping through and you've got all these different options, and it's like every single option is interested in you, but you're choosing, you know, you get to choose now which ones are more compatible with you, and which ones, you know, because especially with what we saw on that girl with the snake card, it did say the word boundaries, and that is one of the key words for this bear card as well. All right, so you really are setting up stronger boundaries, and so this is enabling you to sort of sift through the pile of options for yourself, and you know, you kind of know that, you know, whichever option I do choose here, that it's going to lead me to success, because I've got so many options that, you know, if you know, if I unlock that one doorway, and then I go, oh, okay, well, we'll go on a few dates, and that doorway's not quite right for me, I can turn around and go and choose another doorway. I've got this plethora of options that I can choose from here, and so, you know, it's important for me to, you know, stand tall and strong and confident, and hold my boundaries firm and not allow those to be crossed. And, you know, there's certain boundaries that I'm like, well, that doesn't meet that criteria, so I'm going to move to the next doorway, see what's there. So I do feel for a lot of you, you've kind of got a lot of options here, but there does seem to be success here for you, as long as you do, you know, maintain your boundaries and maintain your inner strength and confidence. That seems to be what's really enabling you to continue on this transformative energy within yourself, and you know, rekindling the idea of love within yourself. It does seem to be very, very based in your firm boundaries about what I will and will not put up with anymore, kind of energy there, Gemini. So that's what we have for you. You're more than welcome to check out your other placements, your moon, your rising, your Venus, all good ones to be checking in this reading. Subscribe to the channel, and we will move on over to our Cancers. Okay, Cancer singles. What's going on in love and romance for the Cancer singles? Words getting twisted here. Well, is that something that's relevant to you, Cancer? That, you know, I'm getting this energy of like approaching somebody and then just tongue twisted. You can't get your words out straight. Cancer singles. What's going on for the Cancer singles in love and romance? Interesting energy I'm picking up for you here. Firstly, I've got the Grim Reaper coming through here, Cancer. So this is someone from your past that you're still holding on to in your energy a little bit here. The relationship is over. No second chances, growing and transforming your life. Okay, so I feel as though a lot of you, Cancer, are still in that phase of, you know, needing to let go, still holding on to some stuff from the past, and still working through that, still healing from that a little bit here. So focus on yourself and growing and transforming from that energy. You know, for some of you though, I am picking up this message where some of you feel as though you need closure with that past thing in order to move on. And just keep in mind, Cancer, that closure is for you. It's you know, it's something from within you. You don't necessarily need to, you know, be in contact with that person to find closure within that situation. And this is clearly letting us know that that is sort of over and done with, okay, from your past there. But we do see kisses coming through. I feel like for a lot of you, treating yourself this way to start with, unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. So, you know, we do see that there is love ahead for you as well. And it's a more unconditional kind of a love. It's you know, it's really wanting to tell me here the giving and receiving affection, that this is not going to be as one-sided as what the past has been for you. All right, but don't forget to give yourself some love and you know, affection along the way as well, because you are still you know, just a little bit soft and sore, sensitive at the moment. So you know, make sure you are allowing yourself time to find closure and let go within your own self. Okay. Cancer, what's going on for the Cancer singles when it comes to love and romance? Love and romance for the Cancer singles. That's exactly why we're actually seeing that past energy coming through here, because we do have communication coming here. That's the letter. Okay, so I do feel as though for some of you, it will be this past person trying to communicate with you. All right, and I feel like that is actually the closure that you need. If anything, you don't even need to respond to that communication. There is the opportunity to communicate here, but I do feel as though this is actually really helping you realize that this is over and done with on your end. That any lingering feelings that you've held on to here, this communication kind of makes you realize that there's nothing else there, because we do see the ship here as well. All right, and so the ship shows us, and the ship is moving away from that communication. So if you're still in communication with that past person, you are, you know, very close to moving away from that and ending that communication as well. You know, you kind of going, you know, this is not what I want. I'm ready to start a brand new journey here. I'm ready to actually start moving towards my wishes and dreams, and this person is just not what I wish for. I don't have hope in this person anymore. I don't have optimism for that to work out anymore. So it's time for me to distance myself from the past and start moving into the future, because in the future, here's all my wishes coming true. I know my future lies elsewhere, so I'm starting to move away from feeling the need to communicate with that past energy and move forward into the future. Okay, so definitely a process, Cancer, but you are moving in the right direction. Okay, so that's what we have for you. You're more than welcome to check out your other placements, your moon, your rising, your Venus, all good ones for a love reading. Subscribe to the channel and we will move on over to our Leos. Okay. Leo, what's going on for the Leo singles in love? Love and romance for Leo singles. It's like I'm shuffling the hell and I keep getting the same cards come through for the next sign. So Cancer did actually have this card as well in their sort of more future position, whereas you're receiving that just in sort of general. We do have the Kisses card coming through here, Leo. Unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. Well, I feel like some of you have already actually met this person and we're just sort of just starting. Like maybe it's a situationship for some of you here. We have Cupid's arrow as well. Have faith. Love is coming. Surprise invitation or meeting. Hesitation. Okay, so you are a little bit hesitant, but because you have some fears from the past connected to love, of course, a lot of us do, not going to lie, but have faith. Love is coming. It's closer than you think. Okay, and it is actually going to be more reciprocal than you think as well. I feel like this is going to take you by surprise to meet this person, or you know, to be invited out on a date by this person, or to be you know, invited to, you know, because I am still picking up on that situationship for someone there, that you are going to be sort of invited to be more than a situationship by this person, and it kind of takes you by surprise. You didn't realize that it was as emotionally connected as they feel, if that kind of makes sense. Leo singles, what's going on for the Leo singles when it comes to love and romance? Love and romance for Leo singles. definitely could be seeing a Taurus coming through for some of you here, Leo. Or if it's not a Taurus, it's just that sort of sense of stability that the earth signs kind of bring. I'm definitely seeing stability here as well. Firstly, we do have the Clover. So I feel like this is referring to that, that unexpected invitation or unexpected meeting. It's like, take a chance on this person. It could actually go a lot further than you think it will. It may feel a bit risky or impulsive, but take a chance. Jump in the deep end with this person, I feel. We do have the House because, they're going to provide a lot more security and stability than you kind of realize. I do just want to clarify this third card I've got here for you, Leo. Just clarify that third card for Leo, please. Very interesting, because I am getting a very kind of specific message here, Leo. Because this person coming into your love life in the near future, it's telling you to take a chance on them, that they're going to provide you with a lot more stability and security than what you've had in the past. But then I see the past coming through, because we have the mice here, which is the past. Something that has been lost to you in the past, something that stresses you out a little bit here. So I do feel for some of you here, what's going on is that it's kind of like the past coming back around. And I think, it's not really that long until the next Mercury retrograde, I don't think. So it's kind of this energy of, you start dating this person and you start getting serious with this person, and then all of a sudden one of your exes shows back up wanting a second chance. It does feel a little bit third party-ish, like someone showing up to try to, steal this person or steal you away from this person. Because the person coming in does feel like a really positive energy for you here. And this mice energy does feel like a separate entity. We do have the crossroads clarifying that. So that's a choice or a decision needing to be made. Okay, so I do feel as though there is going to come a point after you meet this new person, that you may actually have to choose between the new person and somebody from the past. It may be this person having to choose between you and someone from their past as well. So I feel as though it might actually really benefit the both of you, regardless of who this person shows up on the side of, to maybe preempt that energy and sort of have that conversation with this person. Like, oh, well, we're seeing each other. We're seeing each other now. We're making it official or whatever. We need to just have this conversation about, what would you do if your ex came back? And all of a sudden they'd changed, and they're the version of themselves that you wanted them to be when you were with them, and they and consider that, even if you don't actually, answer each other and tell each other what you would do, but it's a conversation to consider that, what would you do kind of energy. So it may be something you end up having to face, or there may actually be, for some of you, there may be an element of, it may not be a person. It could actually be something from their past. I feel like that would be more so on their side, something from their past that tries to, it does feel like it's trying to tear you apart a little bit, or test your new relationship. So it could actually be something along the lines of like, a job that they lost wants to rehire them, and it involves having to move away or something like that. So it doesn't necessarily mean that this third party is an actual ex. It could also be like a past job or something like that coming through, to kind of see if it can, make you choose one way or another, is what I'm picking up on there, Leo. So that's what we've got for you. You are more than welcome to check your other placements, your moon, your rising, your Venus. Subscribe to the channel, and we will move on over to our Virgos. Okay, Virgo, what's going on for the Virgo singles? What do Virgo singles need to know in regard to love and romance? Oh, okay, one. Oh, that kind of flew out too, Virgo singles. It's going to be a little bit confronting. Okay, I'm sorry in advance, Virgo. You're more than welcome to check your other placements, yeah? We have the addiction card coming through first. And that has come out with not today. Okay, so the addiction card does say codependence, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block or a restraint. All right, so this is coming through in your energy primarily here. You know, we are looking at a singles reading, and then we're seeing not today, which is, you know, not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, a call, or a person, boundaries, and still angry. All right, so not dealing with something that has happened, kind of going, I can't speak to the hand. I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to look at love. I don't want to think about love. I'm not ready to deal with this. Okay, is what your energy is telling me today. And it is sort of talking about this addiction issue. It doesn't necessarily mean it's an actual addiction. It can be a lot of different things here. It may be that somebody is so focused on work that they don't have time for love. It may be that the codependency seems to be quite strong here. It may be a block or a restraint when it comes to understanding the way that we are when we're in a love relationship, that we do feel the need to be you know, in control, or you know, we are a little bit possessive, or we have issues with jealousy or some sort of dependency issues, because we do see boundaries and still angry here. Somebody may have anger issues and you know, issues around, you know, control, or the lack of control when it comes to love here. Okay, so take that as it resonates for you personally, Virgo. But we'll have a look here with the lenormand as well. Hopefully we get a bit of a brighter message for you. Virgo singles. What's going on for the Virgo singles in love and romance? What does Virgo singles need to see in regard to love and romance, please? It's kind of saying the same thing. It's being a little bit more specific here with the masculine, about control. The masculine, one of his keywords is control. Okay, and that inner war, the inner conflict, the chaos within oneself, the way that we think about things very logically, very rationally, rather than following our heart and you know, moving forward with love. We're moving forward with, I need to do this, I need to do that. You know, coming from your thought space rather than your heart space. Which is where, you know, issues around control can sort of come from a little bit here too. So, and it's kind of reveling in the chaos a little bit as well, that, you know, that it's easier for you to be at war and to continue. I'm picking up this message here. It's like, it's easier for you to be at war with the person that you're in love with rather than actually, you know, give them love, because it validates your fear that love is not real for you, if that makes sense. That, you know, you kind of self-validate and say, oh, no one ever loves me, no, but you're self-validating that by, you know, being at war, creating chaos, controlling love situations, in order to actually get that result. It's kind of that like attracts like, that you're putting it out there so much that you'll never love me, or you'll never be good enough. You know, and that's what you're allowing yourself to believe about yourself, that you'll never be good enough for someone to truly love you. So you're kind of putting that on them beforehand, that, oh, I know you'll never love me. And so therefore it's very, very hard for them to actually love you, because every time, you know, they try to show you love, you are in disbelief of that. And it starts, you know, arguments and things like that. Trust issues coming through here. We do have the scythe, so the, you know, you do need to break away from this energy. You do need to make some sudden changes with the perspective on love, the way that you're, you know, have this blockage within yourself, because we do have the blockage coming through as well with the mountain here as well. So we do need to make some sudden changes, but also understand that it is going to take, you know, persistent hard work to overcome these blockages, that it's not something that you're going to be able to just sort of bang change overnight about yourself, that this is something that, you know, it's a process. You have to continually put in the work here to get through this issue within your own self. So I am very sorry to be so confronting there, Virgo. And, you know, if that is not for you, that is not for you. That is perfectly fine. You're more than welcome to check out your other placements, your moon, your rising, your Venus placements may, you know, help give you a little bit more of an understanding. But here on my channel, I do really appreciate shadow work journeys. So some of us, it does take a lot to sometimes take personal responsibility for the things within ourselves that we do need to face and change. You know, and so I do feel, though, some of you there, Virgo, that this is your opportunity to really get to the bottom of some of these hard-hitting things. You know, if that has triggered you, there's something in it. Okay, things don't trigger us if they don't mean anything to us. All right, so if what I've just said there for you, Virgo, has triggered you in some kind of a way, there might be some truth to that you do need to actually face. All right, so I'm very sorry to be so confronting, but that's what we have coming out for you today, and it was sort of backed up with the lenormand as well. So, you know, I just pass the messages on, guys. I'm sorry. But you are more than welcome to check other placements, like I said. Please subscribe to the channel, even if it's just to tell me, you know, that's not my reading. That's fine. I get it. But moving on over to Libra. Okay, Libra, single Libra. What's going on for the Libra singles in love? Love and romance, incoming energy for our Libra singles. Self-indulgence, Libra. Focusing on yourself, self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, and self-appreciation. All right, it's time to love yourself a little bit more here, Libra, and actually pay attention to that. Make a conscious decision to, you know, do some self-love. I know sometimes it's hard and we don't want to do it, and it's hard to tell ourselves, oh, I love you. But it is actually time for you to just focus on yourself just a little bit, and just in order to give yourself some space to heal and face those darker sides within yourself, to integrate them a little bit more smoothly within yourself. But then we do actually see the love call coming through. Someone expressing love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. So there is somebody crushing on you, Libra. There is somebody out there that is already kind of thinking of you, and you don't even know it, I don't think. For some of you, this is a past person that you have actually been romantically connected to before. But others of you, this is somebody that's like somebody that you don't expect to actually have deeper feelings for you, like a friend or something, or a co-worker. Libra singles. What's going on for the Libra singles with love and romance? Incoming love energy for Libra singles. Yes, Libra singles. I'm hearing that song out of Shrek. I'm on my way from misery to happiness today. You're on your way. We have the house coming through first. All right, so this is something stable. You're moving towards stability, security. I feel as though, you know, the self-indulgence message there, where we're focusing on ourselves and loving ourselves and making sure we're healed and whatnot. It's all about finding our own center, you know, what makes us feel safe and secure when it comes to love and romance. That you're finding a little bit of emotional stability and mental stability. You know, you may have been feeling a little bit unstable because of stuff that's happened in the past, but you know, doing the self-love stuff actually makes you find your sense of, you know, emotional and mental stability, which is a big thing. Yeah, it's a big thing. You know, I'm neurodivergent, and I do feel, you know, a lot of you probably are as well. That's not many of us are. You know, it's you know, a constant battle, I suppose, to find emotional and mental stability for a lot of people. So that's always a good thing, to find that within your own self. And I feel like that's kind of what that is, and kind of, you know, asking yourself what makes me feel like safe in my little bubble here, and you know, opening yourself up to relationships is a good one, because we do have the ring coming through as well. So we definitely see that this is leading into a stable commitment for a lot of you here. We are finding stable commitment coming in the near future for you. The potential for a very secure, stable commitment. Okay. And even if that's not actual commitment, it's a brand new cycle in love. Okay. You've broken the cycle of instability, and you're now moving into stable patterns and cycles in your life. Happiness. All right, here comes that happiness. Here comes the sun. All right, we do have Taurus and Leo both coming through there as well, Libra. But, you know, happiness being revealed to you, a commitment being revealed to you. I do feel as though that's, you know, the sun reveals things, okay? It brings things out into the light. And this is what is being brought to light, that someone has a crush on you, someone likes you, someone wants to be with you. You may not know about that. You may not, kind of, I'm getting this energy of like, I dareth not hope that that person would like me back, because I kind of feel like you have a crush on them too. And you're kind of telling yourself, oh, I can't even imagine that they would feel the same way, but they do, and they let you know about that. So it becomes a stable commitment that leads to a lot of happiness. Love that for you, Libra. You're more than welcome to check out your other placements as well. Subscribe to the channel, and we will move on over to Scorpio. Okay, moving on to Scorpio. Scorpio singles. What's coming up in love and romance for the Scorpio singles? Okay, we do have the keys on a ring, Scorpio. Okay, so lots of options, decisions, unconventional, stringing along, and one night stands. So you do have like multiple options available to you here at the moment. But we also have the hand of cards, which kind of does show us that this keys on a ring energy is kind of yours, Scorpio, that you are not really willing to make decisions when it comes to love or the options that are available to you, because this one does say taking a chance or a risk, being strategic, options, not showing your hand, and gambling. So you're kind of not really willing to give what would be necessary to enable anything sort of commitment wise, where we're seeing that you're maybe the ones, I hate to be confronting, Scorpio, but you potentially are stringing people along a little bit here, because you're not showing your full hand, that you are being a little bit strategic with the way that you're approaching love, that you do have a lot of options, and you know, there is an element here of gambling with other people's hearts. Okay, it's kind of like taking calculated risks that, well, you know, I'm just going to get what I want from the situation, and you know, I can always make decisions later because I've got other options. You're trying to sort of maybe play the field a little bit. You know, of course, if that's not resonating for you at all, you're more than welcome to check your other placements, but we will have a look at what the lenormand wants to add into that as well. Scorpio. Scorpio, or some of you may have been feeling as though that's the energy you've been getting when you're dating. Of course, it can always be reversed. Scorpio singles. What's going on for the Scorpio singles with love and romance? Oop, just lost a nail there. We have the letter coming through first here, Scorpio. So, you know, we do see a lot of different communication coming up. You know, it's kind of left, right, and center, you know, just messaging a lot of different people, communicating, you know, it's that kind of getting to know you sort of stage, but it does seem to be happening with a lot of different people because we do see the child here as well. So, you know, it's very playful, light-hearted, fun kind of energy. I'm just, you know, I'm just communicating and trying to find some fun. I'm ready for a new beginning. There is an element here of ready for a new beginning, but you are, I don't like to use the word immature, but there may be an element of immaturity with the way that you are dealing with love at the moment. We do see the scythe as well, though. So, you know, there is probably going to be a big sudden change from that energy. That's coming to an end. All right. So we do see that this playing the field, this single energy is kind of coming to an end in the near future for you here, Scorpio. You're kind of breaking free from that and maybe moving towards more commitment. But what comes after the scythe for Scorpio singles, please? We do have the stork coming through. So you know, finding new ideas on what you actually want with love and romance. Moving towards, you know, movement basically of a new energy, so it's just kind of saying, well, maybe you're realizing that you are sort of holding back a little bit from commitment, and so you're sort of moving towards new ideas on what commitment means for you. For some of you, there is a pregnancy that stirs things up, and that's the sudden change that happens for you, is a pregnancy occurs, or the birth of a brand new sort of situation that all of a sudden you're kind of feeling like this playing the field energy is no longer working for this particular situation. So somebody might kind of come left of field and sort of shock you a little bit with the way that it's very unexpected to, you know, the song that's coming through, I found love in a hopeless place. You know, so it's kind of feeling like some of you might be finding love in a place where you thought, oh no, I'm just being very playful and fun and seeing what comes along, but then bang, oh, I found love. All of a sudden I'm in deeper than I realized, and that kind of thing. So interesting. So that's what we have for you. You are more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. Your rising, your moon, your Venus, all good ones to check for a love reading. Subscribe to the channel, and we will move on over to our Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius singles. What's going on in love and romance for the Sagittarius singles? Sagittarius singles, love and romance. Heartbroken, Sagittarius. Okay, deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, and mourning. So you're kind of not over it yet, to be honest. Here, something from the past, a heartbreak from the past, still heavy in your energy here. We do see the girl talk card coming through as well. So time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment, and having fun. So really time to just focus on yourself at the moment, Sagittarius, rather than worrying too much about new love. You know, you're needing to spend the time to, you know, let go of the past and spend time with friends and, you know, talk it out and you know, heal. All right. Sagittarius singles. What's going on for Sagittarius singles in love and romance? Yeah. A lot of emotions. We have the moon there, so definitely seeing a lot of emotional sensitivities being, brought up in you. This is why it's so important to, talk to your friends. We do have the bear, so it's finding your power again, Sagittarius. Moving through the emotions and trusting your intuition to just take it a day at a time. We do see the bear here with the cast on his leg, so it's really time for healing here, to nurture yourself and look after yourself, and find your inner power, your inner strength and confidence to get through this period. And we do see the letter as well, so definitely advising you to communicate what's going on for you here. Like we saw the girl talk card, and now we're seeing the letter. So communication and talking this out with other people is definitely advised for you. The letter talks about all forms of communication, texting, calling, talking to people in person. It can also be, I do quite often get directed here to, groups on Facebook and such, where you can sort of have people that empathize with your situation, and you can actually talk with people that have been through the same thing and all that sort of a thing to help you sort of heal and move forward as well. But talking about what you've been through is definitely the right step for you with all this at the moment. Okay, Sagittarius. It's a healing process, and it's finding yourself again in amongst it all. All right, so that's what we have for you. You are more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll move on to Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn singles. What's going on in love and romance for the Capricorn singles? Incoming love and romance energy for the Capricorn singles. Very interesting, Capricorn. We actually saw this exact same card as your central energy in the weekly readings. All right, so there's probably something in that weekly reading from yesterday for you, Capricorn. Definitely check that out, because we do have the mask coming through first and foremost. Not showing your true feelings, hiding, personifying, pretending, deluding, and gaslighting. All right, so hiding behind this mask. I do feel as though what we're hiding from is this karmic relationship. Okay, so fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving yourself. So it's kind of telling me here that we're looking at a past relationship, Capricorn, that you've kind of deluding yourself into thinking that it was something more than what it actually was, and what it was is a karmic relationship. All right, so I'm kind of feeling as though a lot of you have kind of told yourselves that this was a soulmate connection, when it was actually a karmic connection, and it was specifically in your life in order to learn and grow and heal from. That you don't need to be holding on to this in such a strong kind of a way, that you are sort of gaslighting yourself, and that you're not showing yourself the truth of what this past connection actually was. So Capricorn, we'll have a look with the lenormand as well. Capricorn singles, love and romance for the Capricorn singles, please. We have the Tower coming through firstly here. So definitely needing to take some time to yourself to really, heal and face the truth of what has been in the past. And, this is a little bit of time in solitude, taking some time to really think things through and remove that mask, Capricorn, especially in regard to past relationships. Sometimes this can talk about the past itself as well. And, so we definitely do see that the past is sort of still heavy in your energy, that we do need to take some time to ourselves to deal with that, to heal from that, and learn the lessons that we were supposed to learn from that. There does still seem to be a lot of turmoil and resentment, being held in regard to the past here. So letting go of that is really going to help you as well. But the other thing the Tower does sort of let us know is that the foundation of love within you is strong, Capricorn. And I feel like that's what you need to reveal to yourself with this Sun. Have this personal epiphany here that, the foundation of love was strong. And do you know where that foundation came from, Capricorn? You. It's kind of like wanting me to tell you that all the love that existed, or that you have deluded yourself into believing existed, that's all within you yourself. Even if it wasn't actually present in that past relationship, it was present within you yourself. All right. So look inward to find all that love, because, happiness is trying to, come forward for you. We do see you moving away from the past into happiness. But it does involve, bringing the truth to light within oneself in order to find happiness, find what makes you truly happy when it comes to love and romance. There may have definitely been some happy moments, and focusing on those happy moments. I dare say a lot of you, if you really stop and think about it and be very honest with yourself, that a lot of the reason that those moments were so happy was because of you and the love that you brought to the table. We do have the stars coming through as well. So there's a reason to find hope again, Capricorn. This light that comes from the sun, that is you, Capricorn. I'm very strongly feeling that this is you, your light that needs to come back out again. All right, your smile that needs to shine. And you're heading towards all your wishes coming true when it comes to love and romance. There is a reason to have hope and optimism for love. It's just not looking backwards. It's looking forwards to find those dreams come true. That's where the truth of it is for you, Capricorn. And all these cards are kind of like a soonish energy. So, it's not going to take, it's not going to go snap and tomorrow it's going to be happiness and sunshine and all your wishes coming true. But it's a process. You do need to take a little bit of time to yourself to face any aspects where you have been gaslighting yourself or lying to yourself about the truth of a situation, and, allow that to come to the surface and face that and deal with that and heal from that so that you can move forward into the dreams coming true, because they're right there ready for the taking, Capricorn. It's so close. Happiness and these two cards together especially, that is ultimate happiness in love and all your dreams coming true, meeting someone that is really going to be your heart's desire. It's just a matter of time, Capricorn, and it's a matter of allowing the past to be the past, not the energy that you're bringing into the everyday. All right, so that's what we have for you, Capricorn. You are more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Subscribe to the channel, and we will move on over to Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius singles. What's going on for the Aquarius singles with love and romance? Incoming love and romance energy for the Aquarius singles. The butterfly, Aquarius. Relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. All right, so I feel like for a lot of you, this is your relationship with yourself actually evolving to the next phase where, you're finding a little bit more emotional connection with oneself and, getting ready for new love, I feel, for a lot of you here. We do have self-indulgence coming through as well, which is sort of backing that up. Focusing on yourself, self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, and self-appreciation. So definitely evolving within yourself in taking the time to make sure you are fully healed from things that have affected you in the past when it comes to love, making sure that we're not, continuing those patterns into the next relationships and things like that. So taking that time to just make sure we're fully grown and evolved to someone who is, ready for love and ready for the next big, love romance. All right. But we'll have a look with the lenormand as well. Aquarius singles, love and romance for the Aquarius singles. Okay, so yeah, we are definitely seeing a lot of movement for you in a forward direction. We have the ship coming through first. So some of you, you may actually be doing some traveling and sort of that soul searching kind of energy, going on that journey within oneself in order to make sure you are prepared for the next adventure. Definitely, I do feel for some of you there is actual travel around you as well. So you may maybe sort of just move. It may not even be huge distances, though. It may just be, keeping things moving in the right direction for yourself, and traveling, taking some time to just enjoy life. I feel for a lot of you there, embracing any travel opportunities that are around you and that sort of thing as well. We do see the masculine coming through there. So it's kind of like, trying to think in a very logical way about love, and really taking the time to get back in touch with your divine masculine rather than the unevolved masculine. So you are starting this journey within yourself where you're taking a lot of I suppose solace in the divine masculine energy, because the divine masculine energy, it's quite interesting because it actually nurtures and holds the feminine and allows the feminine to be emotional and nurturing and whatnot. The divine masculine actually supports the feminine and balances the feminine. It's not actually in control of the feminine like we see with the unevolved masculine energy. So it's kind of like taking a logical approach to your emotions, but in the sense of supporting them rather than just trying to push them down and not have them at the surface there, where we're taking a rational approach to dealing with emotion and processing emotion rather than, and allowing that emotion out in measured ways rather than blocking it completely or allowing it to sort of fester. We do also see the rider there as well. So we definitely see a lot of forward movement here. This is sort of, good news on the way. Once you get to a point where you have evolved and grown within oneself, with the idea of love and romance, we do see that, good news is on the way, that you are heading straight into love. I feel for a lot of you, getting back up on that horse and sort of riding off into the sunset, ready to go. So, you're really just finding yourself right now at that point of, what do I need to do to get to the point where I am ready to find love, and so that by the time that you do meet somebody, that you are, ready for that, and you're ready for commitment, and you've dealt with the past and all that sort of stuff. So definitely seeing a strong evolution within yourself there. That's really good to see, Aquarius. But you are more than welcome to check out your other placements, your moon, your rising, your Venus, all good ones for a love reading. But subscribe and we will move on over to our Pisces. Okay. Pisces singles. What's going on for the Pisces singles with love and romance? Love and romance for our Pisces singles. I do feel a lot of incoming energy for you, Pisces. But obviously still needing to deal with some stuff from the past in order to get to that. Because we do have stabbed in the back coming through first. All right, and that's heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. So still having to, still reeling a little bit from some stuff that's happened in the past when it comes to love. And it doesn't even need to be the recent past. I do feel that for some of you, these are lingering emotions from, a long time ago as well, that those feelings of betrayal from a longer time. But we do have the mask coming through as well. So these are feelings that you've probably been hiding from yourself for a while. It does say not showing your true feelings, hiding, personifying, pretending, deluding, and gaslighting. So, I do feel that for some of you, that gaslighting is part of the stabbed in the back energy as well. But, it does sort of say that you have been sort of just putting a mask, putting a Band-Aid over this pain from the past here for a lot of you. And now is really the time where it's coming out to the surface, where you do need to sort of deal with that a little bit more full frontal. You have been sort of masking the truth of your feelings and the way that you have been feeling. And I do feel the word delude there is popping to mind, but it's like kind of deluding yourself that love and romance don't matter to you, is what I've been kind of picking up on that, because of how much pain and heartbreak you've suffered in the past. So there is a need to sort of rip off the band-aid and have a look at what's underneath there, that's, you know, so that it's not continuing to fester underneath. All right, but we'll have a look with the lenormand as well. Okay, Pisces singles, love and romance energy for the Pisces singles. Firstly, we have the anchor coming through, Pisces. So, you know, straight away that does show us that you have just been a little bit stuck with dealing with these things that they have been sort of holding you back. And it's kind of at that point where it is now sort of time to start actually talking to yourself about how much that has actually held you back from moving forward with love and romance. So just talking to yourself, because we do have the birds there as well. So that's conversations, talking to yourself, you know, facing some of those underlying feelings that you've been hiding from, having conversations with masculine energy. I do feel for some of you this is like a father figure or strong masculines in your life, but for others of you it is just that part within your own self that you know, you're trying to look at things very rationally and logically. And I feel as though enough time has passed where you now can sort of assess those emotions in a much more, you know, logical, rational kind of way, rather than just being so emotional and so much pain. You know, because the masculine energy, as a divine masculine energy, it actually nurtures and protects the feminine energy and allows the feminine energy to be. You know, so the feminine energy is where the emotions and whatnot are, whereas the masculine actually allows those to be what they need to be, and you know, provides a safe space and protects you while you do so. So this is actually kind of a really good thing here, because it's going to enable you to turn that anchor into something that you're not keeping yourself stuck, you're not holding yourself back anymore. You're actually kind of starting to realize that this anchor becomes something that you can rely on. You know that you can weather any storm. You've got the strength behind yourself here to, you know, put that anchor down and get through any storm that comes your way. So, you know, if I've been through that, I can get through anything kind of energy. And so having that conversation with yourself in a very sort of rational like way, that you are sort of allowing those emotions to just be, and not judging yourself for those, and you're not actually feeling the pain of those either. I feel for a lot of you, you're able to just go, well, look, yes, I did feel a lot of heartbreak and a lot of pain, and do you know what? That is normal. That is okay. To feel those things, and that I did feel those things, and that I hid those feelings from myself for a very long time. That is okay. And you know, now that I'm in a much better place when it comes to that, I can actually deal with that in a more rational kind of a way, where I'm able to then process those emotions and remove them, and not hold on to them, and not allow them to fester within myself here. All right, so a bit of a self-reflection for you, Pisces singles, before we can move on to, you know, because I feel like, you know, that mask it's really deluding yourself into thinking that you don't even care about love. You know, whereas I feel that once we've done this process here, we will actually be able to start moving forward again, and having hope again. All right, so that's what we have for you. You are more than welcome to check out your other placements, your moon, your rising, your Venus, all quite strong with the love readings. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel, and I will see you all again soon.